Hello, everyone. It is great to be with you today. Today, I'm going to show you a really fun project that I like to call candy corn cloning. I have done this project with my students for several years in a row, and they love it. It teaches great skills. Most importantly, it teaches cloning. It also teaches parallelism because you have two different sequences running at the same time. So let's get going. This is the end product. Let me go into Scratch. I use Scratch for CS first because I am a teacher. I already have the Abby sprite. I edited the costume to make it look like she's wearing a witch costume. And then I made a candy corn sprite. Now at the end of this video, I will show you how I made the candy corn. You can always upload one from the internet, but it's very simple and it's great to have these skills of making sprites. But let's get straight to the coding. I am going to code the candy corn first, okay? So go ahead and make sure you have selected the candy corn sprite. So many times as a teacher, my students have accidentally selected the wrong sprite or they'll select the backdrop. So always make sure you have the correct sprite selected before you begin coding. And you can look right here in this corner and it shows you what sprite you are on. All right, let's begin. I want this program to start when the green flag is clicked. So under events, I will find when the green flag is clicked. So I'm going to put this right here. Now, I actually want this original candy corn right here. I want it to hide. I don't want it to show. And this is a practice you'll see a lot with cloning. You will hide the original and only show the copies or the clones. So let's go ahead and go to looks and get the hide block because I want to hide this original candy corn. Now, I want it to wait a couple seconds before it starts cloning because I'm going to have Abby say something before it starts raining candy corns. So I need the wait block so that we can give her time to say what she needs to say. Wait 4 seconds, and then we are ready for it to create a clone. So create clone of myself. And it's a good practice to just have a little wait block in there in between the clones creating themselves. And we want it to be continuous. So anytime we want something to be continuous, we want to use the forever block. Okay, so now let's tell the clones what to do. So we need when I start as a clone. When I start as a clone is under orange control. When I start as a clone, I want it to show up because I do want the clones to be seen. Okay, when I start as a clone, show. Now I need to tell those clones where to go. The candy corn clones can start anywhere on the x-axis. The x-axis is horizontal, okay, it goes left to right. So I need to tell the candy corn clones, okay, you can start anywhere between negative 228, which is about right here, and positive 228. So we're going to need a green operator, okay, so we can tell the clones where they can start showing up. So let's go ahead and get a go to block. We want go to X and Y. Okay, but we need to set the X. So go ahead and go to operators. And the clones can start anywhere randomly between negative 228 and positive 228. So negative 228 and positive 228. And for the negative sign, it's that dash symbol next to the 0 on your keyboard if you're using a laptop or desktop. Okay, now I gradually want the clones to move down the stage. When we move down, that is negative, okay? So, and Y, the Y-axis goes up and down vertical. So we want to get change Y by -3. And I just realized that I forgot to set the Y-axis, okay? We want Y to start, we want it to be anywhere up here at the top. So about, right now it's at 175, so that's fine. Just at the top of the stage, 175. Okay, so as the clones fall, we want it to be continuous as the clones fall. So we are going to need a forever block. So let's go ahead and put change y by -3 in the forever block. We're almost there. We also need a change x by. So go ahead and get change x by, and that's going to go under here. And then we are going to need another green operator. Pick random blank to blank. -1 to 1. -1 to 1. Okay? Now, we want the clones to disappear when they hit the bottom of the stage. Otherwise, they'll just start piling up on top of each other. In fact, let's run the program and see what happens so far. Okay, it waited 4 seconds, and now they are falling. But now, as you can see, they are just filling up at the bottom of the stage. So we need to add delete this clone, but we need to tell the program when we want them to delete. So we're going to tell it delete when you reach these coordinates. So if the y position is less than -168, then delete this clone. So we need a conditional. We need an if-then block. So under orange control, you are going to find an if-then block. Make sure you put that inside of the forever block. So we want to say if y position is less than -168, delete. So go ahead and find the y position. Didn't mean to click that. If y position is less than, so we're going to need an operator. If y position is less than 6, oh, we need to change that to -168, then delete this clone. And we can find delete this clone underneath orange control. Okay, we are almost finished. If you need to, go ahead and pause this video and copy these 2 sequences for the candy corn. I'm going to run the program and make sure it works okay. It's waiting 4 seconds because I'm going to have Abby say something. Wonderful. Okay, but as you can see, the candy corns are deleting at the sidewalk, and I don't want them to delete at the sidewalk. All right, I fixed it by changing this. Y position needs to be less than -168. Before I had it as -1, so they were deleting when they got less than -1. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to pause this program, and I am going to code Abby. The sequence for Abby is quite simple. I really just want her to say, I wish it was raining candy corns, and then cross the street. So when the green flag is clicked, I always want her to start right here on the sidewalk. So these coordinates at this point in the sidewalk are -135 and -119. Okay, and it tells me that right here underneath the stage. So always when I start this program, I want Abby to go to that point on the sidewalk, and then I want her to say, I wish it was raining candy corns. Okay, I'm going to have her say, I wish it was raining candy corns. Okay, I'm going to have her say it for 3 seconds. And then I want her to walk across the street. So I'm going to use a blue motion block, and I like the glide block for this one. I'm going to use this block, glide 1 second 2, but then I need to tell the program where I want Abby to glide to. So if she crosses the crosswalk, it takes her to these coordinates, 60 and -3. So right here, I'm going to type in 60 and -3. Okay, now that is it for Abby. So I'm going to go ahead and run the program. And you know what? I don't want my candy corns to wait a full 4 seconds. I'm going to change to 3 seconds. Here we go. I wish it was raining candy corns. And then she crossed the street, and it's raining candy corns. I hope you enjoyed this project, and I hope you will subscribe to my channel, Miss Meg Codes, for more fun seasonal coding projects. Have a great day.